Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I put out some polls on my community for you guys to pick my makeup. So I think it was a total of maybe 13-14 rounds, and I just put a selection of products within each category for you guys to vote on, and those are the products I'm going to use in today's video. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please keep on watching. Now the only products I didn't feature were like the primer side and the brows, just because I have one of those products, so it didn't seem to make sense to me. So I am going to start off with my Hello Sunday primer, and that is the only current face primer that I have. Like I said, the eye primer and the brows will be the same situation, but everything else you guys voted for. So round one was a foundation, and the first few rounds I wasn't surprised on the outcome. I thought maybe we might have gone a different direction, but for the most part people did select the Lily Lolo products, which I love Lily Lolo, and I think you guys pretty much love Lily Lolo, and I get a lot of good feedback on any Lily Lolo videos I do or products I use, so it did make sense that you guys picked it. So the foundation of choice is the mineral foundation from Lily Lolo, and I have mine in China Doll. So get some of this in the cap, my Lily Lolo Kabuki brush to apply it. So I'm hoping that I can do a bit of an autumnal look with the products you guys have selected. Well, at least that's certainly my my goal, as we're now, I would say officially, in the autumn fall season. I've already done a few autumn looks, mainly kind of shorts, but I will be doing some main videos as well. And actually I think there's one of my shorts that I'm going to actually recreate because I had a few comments on it and stuff, so yeah, I'm looking forward. The transition seasons are definitely my favourite. Like autumn obviously is my favourite, and then I think spring is a favourite as well. So I should have shown you, I was meant to show you the polls. So yeah, the options were the Lily Lolo Matte Foundation, the Madara Skin Equal, the Kiko Instant Moisture Glow, and the RMS Uncover Up. And in bottom place was Madara with 9%, then I went Kiko with 23%, RMS with 27%, and then yeah, Lily Lolo was 41%. Onto concealer, so I had, again, the Mineral Concealer, the Kosas Reader Concealer, the Milk Sunshine Under Eye Brightener, and the RMS Uncover Up, just because you can use that as foundation and concealer. The Milk Sunshine Brightener got 0%, no one was interested in that one. And then actually RMS and Kosas became joint with 24%, but with 52% was the Mineral Concealer from Lily Lolo. So that's what I'm going to use, and I have mine in the shade Blondie. Now the next round is going to seem a little bit pointless because of these two first products, but obviously at the time I didn't know which direction necessarily that this was going to go into. So I will still apply the other product, but it will feel a little bit unnecessary to a degree. Okay, so round 3 was powder, because like I didn't know what direction it would go in, because you could have picked a liquid or a cream concealer or foundation. So I did put the Madara Pressed Translucent Powder, the MUA Light Pressed Powder, and then the Kosas Cloud Set Loose Powder in Candy. The Madara and MUA came joint with 23%, but the winner was the Kosas Cloud Set with 54%. So yeah, it just felt a bit redundant to apply this with the Mineral Foundation and Concealer. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm intrigued to see how these lay on top of each other. So I'm just going to do the T-zone area with this powder. Let's actually have a look, see. I mean, I don't think it's looking cakey adding that extra powder on. I'm not seeing the pink factor, I don't think. Maybe when I look back at the footage I might do. You have to ignore, I got a little scratch here, so just ignore that. Like I said, I feel for me this is an unnecessary step, but if you maybe were super oily and you just need something a bit extra than the Mineral Foundation Concealer, then this could be an option. I can't really see much of a difference. Like I said, I don't see the pink actually coming through, layering on top of those two products. Yeah, I mean, it didn't make it cakey, so that's a bonus. Okay, round 4 was bronzer. So I had the Dr. Huschka Bronzing Tint, the Lily Lolo Cream Foundation, but in the shade Bamboo, the Lily Lolo Mineral the Lily Low Mineral Foundation in Waikiki, and then the Hourglass Ambient Light Bronzer. And Dr. Huska was last with 13%, Hourglass second to last with 20%. The Cream Foundation Bamboo came second with 27%. One was the Mineral Bronzer from Lily Low in the shade Waikiki. So again, that's what I'm going to be using today. And I think I've got one more that's Lily Lolo, and I think then we do kind of move. I did try and find products that weren't Lily Lolo, but a lot of the base products I have predominantly are Lily Lolo. Powder brush. I'm just going to take a little bit and swirl it in the cap so I'm not too heavy, and just dust this on. Just a bit of a wash of this bronzer, I think. Because I do tend to tone it down a little bit with bronzers when it gets more to the autumn seasons anyway. Okay, so on to blushes. So we've got the Kajal Vice in Sun Touched, Inika's Mineral in Peach Keen, the Rouge Francais Cream in Zenobie, and the RMS Lip to Cheek. Is it Lip to Cheek? Is that what they're called? Yeah, in Beloved. The Sun Touched by Kajal Vice got nothing. Inika's got 9%, Rouge Francais got 18%, but RMS came top with 73%. So that is what we're going to go for blush today. So just a nice ready toned blush. I might actually use this on a Real Techniques light layer complexion brush. I don't tend to use this kind of brush for creams, but I'm intrigued to see how well it applies, because usually I also stipple on creams, so I've especially got powders on. But let's, out of curiosity, see how this works. So I'm doing a little bit of stippling, but I'm also doing circular motions as well. Ooh, what happened here? Have I got a little patch? Yeah, I'm not sure this was the best brush actually to apply this blusher. I usually use my Real Techniques sculpting brush, but I've been trying to do a bit of a wash on my brushes, so it's still a bit wet at the moment. This side seems to apply much better actually. So on to highlighter. So the options, I have 3 options here. So I had the RMS Living Illuminizer, the Pay Rose Gold Highlighting Drops, or Lily Lo's Afterglow, and Lily Lo's Afterglow came top with 43%, so that is what I'll use today. A beautiful kind of goldy champagne colour. I'm just going to use my fingers I think with this and just pat it on to the cheeks. So I'll just hit the tops of cheekbones, and I'll do a little bit around the tops or the brow bone as well. I'm going to put a little bit down the bridge of my nose as well. Okay, next up was setting spray. I've only got 2, so the e.l.f. Micro Setting Spray or the Kosas Cloud Setting Spray. And in first place with 54% was the Kosas one, which has been a while since I played with this. I haven't really touched it since the first impressions, just because I've really been enjoying the e.l.f. one. But let's the skin, let it all melt in. Brows, like I said, I don't have really many brow options, if any, so I'm just going to do my ABH powder with the Barium Brow Gel, and then I'll be back to do, and I'll also do, I'll prep and prime the eyes with my Lily Lolo Eye Primer, and then we're back to carry on with the video. Hey, I am back. So the next round was eyeshadow palettes. So I put a selection down, so I put the Vive 90s palette, the Ether Beauty Solstice palette, the Cash Beauty Colour Trip palette, and then the Lovia Sunset Nova palette. So we're all that have kind of different tones in them. So we've got a cool tone, a warm tone, a colourful palette, and then quite a nice, another, I guess, colourful warm tone palette in there. The Cash Beauty Colour Trip and the Lovia Sunset came joint bottom with 7%. Vive 19s came second with 36%, but the Ether Beauty Solstice came first with 50%. I do feel like I can, this is more my summer palette, but I think I can do quite a nice autumnal look with this. I think I'm actually going to go for like a matte smoky eye with this palette. I'm going to go in first of all with the shade Sister on a flat brush. Off, and I'm going to pack this onto the lid. Trying to avoid the crease if I can. Obviously I've got a little bit in there, but that's alright, because I want to blend out with another shade. I am going to do the lower lash line, but I'm going to worry about that in a minute. I'm going to go in with Balance next on a slightly fluffier brush, and pick a bit up. And I'm going to take this kind of through the crease, so it's going to help blend out Sister, but also add a bit of a warmth to the crease area. And now taking a much fluffier brush, I am going to go in with Sol and do another good blend. And this will be kind of almost my final blend. I think I will go in one more shade, and then I'll work on the lower lash line. And then finishing off with New Moon, same fluffy brush, and just really kind of do that final good blend. I am bringing quite a bit in this inner corner here, making it quite deep, defined. I'm going to take a pencil brush. I'm going to take Sister, which is the first brown we used, and run that along the lower lash line first. A bit more of a tapered blending brush, going with Balance next. It's the second shade we used, just to blend out a bit more. And then going in with Sol, fluffier brush, smoking out just a little bit more. And you know what, I'm not going to bother with New Moon for the lower lash line. I feel like with the lower lash line you can be a little bit more harsh and less blown out, or less blended, sorry. A little bit of citrine and just pop it in the inner corner. I think I do want a little bit of something there. Well, that's probably a bit too much, but I'll go in and blend that out. Just a little bit of brightness in there. There. Just a matte smoky eye, which I think does look quite nice for the autumn vibes. The next round was eyeliner, so I gave the choice of the Illamasqua gel liner in Oblique, which was brown, the Lily Lola pencil liner in black, the Benecos pencil liner in green, or the Pixum paint in purple. And actually there's a joint first, so bottom place was the Illamasqua gel liner in Oblique, which I was sad about. Then it was the Pixum paint in purple, but the Lily Lola black pencil and the Benecos green pencil came in joint. I was going to get Jamie to go and vote on them, but I thought actually no, just apply both of them, because I think it would work quite well for this look, and I feel like especially the green would definitely help add a bit of autumnal feel to this look. So I'm going to start off with actually Benecos's green, and I'm going to pop this, take a little mirror, into the waterline. Add a fun pop of colour to this look. Actually, that really suits these shades as well. What we're going to do is take the Lily Lola pencil line in black, which is super teeny tiny now, and I'm going to put some of this along the upper lash line. I'm not going to wing it out, I'm just going to run it along, not as if being too neat, because I'm going to smudge it out. And I'm going to put a little bit on the lower lash line, but try and get quite close to the lower lash line, just on the outer portion, just at a bit more depth there. And again, I'm going to go in and smoke it out. The pencil brush, this is what we used for the shade Sister, which is the main lid colour. I'm just going to soften that one out slightly. And the same along the lower lash line. So I'll just help tidy it up slightly. Okay, there we go, that's both eyeliners on. Then the next round was mascara, which actually, I feel like now that I added the black eyeliner, this mascara might not show up as well as I would hoped. So I had three mascaras. I gave the Ilia Limitless Before Dawn, the Kiko Maxi Mod in brown, or the Agent Into Holly Lash, so a dark brown, a light brown and a black, and Ilia Limitless, the dark brown one, which I think will work for this, but I think possibly actually the black might work better because it's a black eyeliner there as well, but we will go in with this one. And we'll load up the upper and lower lashes for this look. Okay, lashes are coated. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so quite nice autumnal smoky eye look, and yeah, I like that pop of green with it. So thank you for voting for those. Lip liners. So I purposely with the lip portion gave like a nude, a red, a pink and a purpley lip. And I kept it the same with the lip liners, lipsticks and the glosses. And I was hoping that maybe we'd have like a nude lip liner but with a red lip and then a purple lip gloss, but it does look like we all kind of, the lips all go together. So for lip liner I gave the Kosas Contour Lip Liner in Epic, the Lilo True Pink, the Benecos Red or the Brian Purple, and Kosas Contour Lip came first with 43%. So that is what I'll use. So this is it, it's just a very simple, pretty nude lip liner. To be fair, will go really well with this lip, with this eye, sorry. Okay, lipstick. So I gave Era Perez's Lip Crown in Rebel, 100% Pure's Matte Lipstick in Sandstone, Benecos Lipstick in Pink Rose or Lily Low Lipstick in Scarlet, and 100% Pure's Matte Lipstick in Sandstone came out top with 40%. Here it is, so. And then final round was a lip gloss. So I put Kosas Lip Oil in Jaws, New by Nature Gloss in Dusk, Rituals Lip Gloss in Rose, and Barry Jelly Lip Vinyl and Orchid. And top was New by Nature Gloss in Dusk, I think of 58%. So we'll top off with a bit of that. So this is the gloss. Slightly different shade than the lips, but it'll work quite nicely. And there we have it. That is this makeup look that you guys have picked out for me. So I really like how it's turned out actually. Like I said, I managed to get look quite autumnal, which is perfect. I really like the pop of green in the eyes. Yeah, so something quite smoky. Very autumnal, like I said, and yeah, I really like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this too, and let me know if you enjoyed this concept of video, because I can do it again. I'll put loads of polls up and you guys can pick different items and I'll put them together. This is definitely one that is very cohesive look. It works all very well together, all the colours, and actually that mascara colour hasn't done too badly. I wasn't sure if it was going to show up as well with the fact I'm using a black eyeliner, but I think it's done a pretty good job. Yeah, that is this video complete. I really hope you enjoyed. Please leave any future video requests down below, any comments, any questions as well, leave down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.